Hey there, model railroaders. Welcome to Vintage Road and Rail. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this beautiful patriotic set of freight cars that was put out, I believe, sometime after 2001 by Life-Like in response to the events of September 11th. But before we get into that, today is Memorial Day. It is Monday, the 26th of May. And as we all know, today is Memorial Day. And so before we dive into this video, I just wanted to say that, let's kind of remember what today is all about. Today is about remembering our soldiers who gave everything for our country, literally. I know it's pretty easy. We're all excited for the 3-day weekend. Yay, we got a 3-day weekend. We've been working hard, and we look forward to just taking the day, chilling, relaxing, maybe cooking up some burgers and dogs. And that's all fine and great. But at some point today, let's all just take a few moments to make sure and reflect and honor those fallen heroes, these soldiers that gave, at the end of the day, everything to ensure that we have the freedoms to enjoy everything that we have got. So I just want to wish everybody a happy and safe Memorial Day. And again, thank you to all of our soldiers who have given the ultimate sacrifice to ensure our freedoms. All right. Well, again, like I said, I hope everybody is having a good Memorial Day, staying safe. And there's no better way to stay safe than to come indoors and run some trains. So like I said at the outset, this is a set of cars by Life-Like. And you can see here we got 4 patriotic cars. We've got 2 box cars. And we've got 2 reefers. These are going to be 40-foot box cars. And I think these are 36-foot reefers. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. And I got this for my birthday last year. My youngest daughter, by a whole 1 minute, got this for me last year on my 50th birthday. And it's been pretty much sealed up ever since, just kind of waiting for the right moment to break it out and run it. And I thought today would be a great day for that. Now you can see right here on the front, it says a portion of this the sale of this item has been donated to the effort supporting America's crisis. And if I'm not mistaken, now I don't know if these cars were released at all before September 11th, but this particular box set here come out after September 11th. And we all know, that there was a lot of Americans that died as a result of those planes being brought down in the Twin Towers and in the Pentagon, and one that, just was brought down in a field. And it also resulted in a lot of soldiers being lost in Afghanistan and then later Iraq. So this set, a little bit of those proceeds went for that cause, I'm assuming, but I don't know for sure, to kind of help the families of the victims of the September 11th. So anyway, these are really beautiful sets, very patriotic. And you can see right up here in the top, once we unbox these and get them on the track, we'll use this Spirit of 76 locomotive and caboose to pull them around the track, a few laps. So with all that said, let's go ahead and take a look. So we got 4 cars. Its original price was $25, and this one was released at Hobbytown, USA. And I don't really see any other interesting details there, just its retail price, so that's great. And this is unopened, but as you can see, it kind of split. That was something I did, so that's going to make it real easy to unbox it. So let's go ahead and just kind of flip this over and then start getting these rascals out. And I'm going to make sure and keep this, and then probably this also, and just put them in one of the boxes. I kind of like to keep that information whenever I buy old vintage stuff. Almost as fascinating to me as the vintage item itself is whenever it has like the old price tag or something like that on it. In fact, while we're unboxing this, I recently got a train set that had a sticker on it that said Christmas of '82. So I thought that was really fascinating. All right, so here are our cars. right here. Can't remember how they were in the box. But we've got Let Freedom Ring, and it says Home of the Brave. And we've got From Sea to Shining Sea. A little bit of a glare there. And there's United We Stand. And then finally, God Bless America. So I'm going to unbox one of these on camera just so you can kind of see what all's in there. It's not really much. If you've opened one Life-Like car, you've opened all of them. So we'll start with this nice blue one here, From Sea to Shining Sea. So if you look on the back, a little bit of information about some of the products that you can get from Life-Like. Now, as far as packaging is concerned, it's not really a lot. You just got this basic plastic insert that keeps the car held in place. And that is that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera, and I'll unbox these other three, and we'll take a quick look at each of them. Then we're going to put them on the track and give them a quick run. I've got those unboxed. Didn't take me just a couple of minutes, if that. Pretty simple, as you saw. So these are our 4 cars. So we're going to go ahead and start with this first one here that we looked at. And this is From Sea to Shining Sea. And you can see this boxcar has opening doors on both sides. Weight, probably a little bit anemic, but it's decent. Everything is molded in, but I think the painting and the lettering looks really, really nice, really crisp. It keeps it simple and straight to the point. The only separately applied detail we're going to have, which is pretty par for the course for anything from Life-Like and back in the 70s and 80s and maybe into the 90s, Bachmann, Tyco, that sort of thing. That's really about your only separately applied piece, especially for things like boxcars. Other side is identical. Not a lot to see on the roof, but there it is. And you can see here we've got the standard plastic wheels with the old horn hook couplers. So it's not going to be modern. So if you want to run this with a modern locomotive, you're going to need to either switch out these couplers or get you an adapter card to put in between, where it has the horn hook on one side and the knuckle couplers on the other. And if you're going to run these with any regularity, I would recommend at least swapping out these wheels with metal wheels. And sorry, I just bumped the camera. All right, so that's this one. And so the next one, we've got our reefer. And this one, everything is molded in detail. But again, with the printing and the lettering, it is nice and crisp, and I think it looks really great. We got this nice bright red. And you can see right here, this is one of these old-time reefers. This is supposed to represent a rod. There would be a wheel, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that would sit up here. But it's entirely possible it could be right there. It's kind of hard to say. But I would almost think if there was one here, they would actually drill a hole and put a wheel there. But if I'm wrong on that, let me know in the comments, please. And the other side, pretty much identical. And again, with the plastic wheels, plastic horn hook for our couplers. So this one is going to be identical, except it's white with the God Bless America and the United States done up like a flag. Again, really nice, crisp lettering. And the printing, it all looks really great. Don't see any big flaws or nothing like that. And all our detail is obviously still molded in. So now we're going to go to our final car. This is our 40-foot box car. This Let Freedom Ring, Home of the Brave. So we got our Liberty Bell and we got our nation's symbol, the bald eagle. Other side is identical. Again, with the lettering and the printing, it looks really great. Sorry, got a glare there. And we've got the same story with our horn hooks and our plastic wheels. And we got our little brake wheel. So here in just a second, I'm going to stop the camera and I'm going to bring this locomotive around. I'm going to get all this on the track. And we're going to let it run just a few laps. Just let it get a little bit of a little run time in there. But as I'd mentioned at the outset, the price on this originally when it was released, probably 2001 or 2002, was $25. If you want to get one of these sets now, they run around about $45, I think, on eBay to get them new old stock, meaning they're still in the box, still in the shrink wrap and everything. And if you hunt around at train shows, I've seen these cars for $5 or $6 individually. So if you're okay doing that, you can probably pick them up one at a time. In fact, I think I may have a couple of these bobbing around somewhere already, but I was really grateful to get the box set and have the boxes and everything, because I like to collect these sort of things. So, okay, well, that's enough rambling from me. Let me stop the camera and let's get all this on the track. So I've got the cars on the track here, and I put them in the red, white, and blue, and then put the red one there on the end. So you can see we've got I believe this is an F7 locomotive, but it could be an F9. This is actually a Life-Like Spirit of 76 body shell, and I've got it sitting on a chassis from an Athearn Blue Box F7. So it makes it run infinitely better than the Life-Like original chassis ever did. And this one is upgraded to DCC, just standard motor control. And I think the light's burned out on it, so I need to replace that. So we got our Let Freedom Ring, God Bless America. Let's close that door. From Sea to Shining Sea, United We Stand. And then we got a Tyco Spirit of 76 caboose. So let's come out here and let's get it started. We'll keep the speed kind of low, because something I've noticed about these Athearn Blue Boxes, they can, higher speeds get a bit of a growl. But if you keep their speed down just a little bit, that cuts down on the growl. But there we go. There is our patriotic train set, if you will, featuring these 4 Life-Like Patriotic cars from that box set that we just unboxed. Very nice looking train. Great to run on Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and especially the 4th of July. And these cars are very basic, as you could see. I mean, they didn't have a lot of detail, and almost nil on the separately applied parts, but they look good and they run good, so you can easily modernize them. Put in maybe another ounce or so of weight inside, throw on some metal wheels, and that's really all you need to do to bring them up to modern spec. I mean, I know you can put the knuckle couplers on there, but that gets kind of expensive, when an adapter car will work just fine. But if you want to go all out, absolutely, the metal knuckle couplers are going to look great. You can even cut the coupler pocket off of the truck, because with these, you've got truck mounted couplers, and then you could body mount them, but I'm just not sure I'd want to alter them. But it's no problem to put a standard 148 or 158 inside that little coupler pocket. They've got a little adapter piece that'll hold it in place. But that's it. This is the set. I think it looks great. Looks beautiful. So let me know down in the comments. Do you have this set? If you don't, what do you think of it? Is that something you might want to add to your rolling stock fleet, or just something to add to the overall collection that you can run on certain days, or maybe just take down to the club, and show off your pride in America? Well, I'm going to shut up and let it make a couple laps. right, model railroaders, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. This is a look at that 4-box set of patriotic cars by Life-Like. If you enjoyed taking a look at this video, do my channel a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps me out. And if you want to be alerted as to my next video, hit the notification bell. And like I said, comment down below. Tell me what you think of this set. All right, well, until next video, happy model railroading, guys. Take care and stay safe. Happy Memorial Day.